Hey friends, who remembers our last story? We were with Moses and Pharaoh, the big king of Egypt. God had just shown Pharaoh some amazing signs. First, there were so many frogs hopping all over the place. And then lots and lots of gnats and flies buzzed and swarmed everywhere. God was showing Pharaoh that he is the most powerful of all, and he wanted Pharaoh to let his people go. But did Pharaoh listen? Nope. His heart was still as hard as a rock. Even after all those signs, he just wouldn't change his mind. So, God told Moses, "Get ready for a new sign. This one will be a little different." This is where we pick up today's story from chapter 9 in the book of Exodus. Now, Moses went to Pharaoh and said, "God says that if you don't let his people go, something will happen to all the animals in the fields. The horses, the donkeys, the camels, the cows, and the sheep will all get a very bad sickness." Pharaoh just scoffed. He didn't believe it would happen. But just like God said, the very next day, a terrible sickness came upon all the animals. Not a single animal belonging to God's people was harmed, but all the animals of the Egyptians became very, very sick. Pharaoh's servants told him what happened, and he sent people to see if it was true. And it was! All the Egyptian animals were sick, but God's people's animals were just fine. Even after this amazing sign, Pharaoh's heart was still hard. He didn't let the people go. Now, God told Moses, "There's another sign coming. This one will be for the people themselves." So, Moses and his brother Aaron went to Pharaoh. God told them to take some soot from a furnace, like the dust you would find from a fire, and throw it up into the air in front of Pharaoh. It might seem like a strange thing to do, but Moses did exactly what God told him. He scooped up the soot and tossed it into the air. This caused boils to break out on the people and even the animals. These weren't just any little bumps. They were sore, bubbly spots that covered everyone. The magicians who worked for Pharaoh couldn't even stand in front of Moses because the boils were on them too. This was a big, big sign. It showed that God's power was not just over animals and little bugs, but over people too. God was showing Pharaoh that he was in control of everything. After all of this, did Pharaoh finally decide to do the right thing and listen to God? Did his heart become soft? No. The Bible tells us that Pharaoh's heart was still hard, and he did not let the children of Israel go, just as God had said would happen. And that's where we'll pause our story for today. We've seen frogs and flies, sick animals, and even people covered in sore spots. But Pharaoh's heart is still so stubborn. What do you think God will do next to show Pharaoh his amazing power? Subscribe to the channel and we will find out in our next adventure. God bless!